A man has been escorted from the Edison, New Jersey Town Council meeting. He was dragged out by security. And do you know why? What was his offense? He waved an American flag.
Wrong. I'm holding up an American flag to represent the constitutional values that we should be loyal to.
Warning, and if you continue, I will have to forfeit. You'll have to forfeit your time.
Well,
forfeit your time.
It's my constitution. It's my constitutional right to do this. If you get sued, you will lose. My suggestion to you is that you get a second opinion from competent counsel because you are wrong. You are interfering with the performance of this meeting by interfering with the right to speech of a member of the public. You're interfering with free speech, and it should stop now. I'd like to continue.
They didn't pass the law yet.
And there they are. They're the cops. Cops are showing up to drag this guy out for the crime of waving an American flag. Why were they throwing him out for this? Well, this municipal council had set an ordinance for proper decorum in these meetings, and part of it was that they're not allowed to use props. No one speaking is allowed to use props. So, okay, I understand that in principle. Just as a rule of political advice to the genius politicians on the Edison Town Council, it's never a good look to punish someone for waving the American flag. Doesn't look good. I don't care. You can justify, no, but we have this ordinance and it actually pertained to all sorts of props. And yeah, okay, doesn't look good. That's not going to persuade anyone. And the point that speaker was making is a very good one. The point that just the visuals of him getting thrown out for waving the flag. Because that happens in a lot of places. I remember when I was in college, now a while ago, my freshman year was 2008. One of my roommates had gotten an American flag. We flew it out the window of our dorm, and it was controversial. Even then, even in 2008, it was considered controversial. I think eventually we had to take it down. And it was based on one of these, you're not allowed to fly flags or whatever. But I guarantee you, had we flown a pride flag or something, maybe in those days, I don't know. Today, if you flew a pride flag, no way could anyone order you to take that down. And had someone shown up at this town council meeting and waved a pride flag, do you believe that the police would have dragged them out? It would have become a big civil rights story. The ACLU would take up the case, would probably drag the case all the way up to the Supreme Court. Because the true flag of our political elite is the rainbow flag. And it's not even the rainbow flag anymore. It's that kind of terrorist rainbow flag, the one with the BLM stuff in there too, with the triangle. And that's their flag. That's the flag that they pledge allegiance to. That's the flag that stirs their heart. That's the flag that would bring a tear to their eye. They don't like the American flag because they don't like what the flag stands for, which is the country, the American nation. They want to erase the nation by erasing borders. They think that everything that has ever happened in American history has been awful and marred by all sorts of injustice and bigotry. And in the present, we're in a crisis. And in the future, when we transcend America, when we, to use the words of Barack Obama, fundamentally transform America, they hate America so much they want to fundamentally transform it, then we'll have a new country which will be good. And the new country needs to have a new symbol, and the new symbol is going to be the rainbow or some derivation thereof. That's the political reality that we're living in. The American flag in 2024 is a subversive symbol in the United States of America. Speaking of the lib parts of the country, Gavin Newsom, Gol Mussolini, Governor Patrick Bateman is launching a $25 million anti-Trump legal fund, taxpayer dollars in California, to fight the president.
We are preparing for that. That was the whole point, is the whole point of the special session. We're not going to be caught flat-footed, and we want to be prepared as early as January 20th, and that's why the special session is important. We also have a brand new legislature coming in, a lot of new people, and this will be an opportunity to engage and convene, talk about the previous 122 lawsuits. Again, we reacted to the assault. It wasn't a proactive litigation strategy. It was a reactive strategy. I hope there's not one lawsuit with Trump administration. As I said, open hand, not a closed fist. No governor in California worked more closely. No governor in the country, I would argue, Democrat, worked more closely, Democratic governor, with Donald Trump than I did during COVID. Same time, he took $1 billion of your high-speed rail money. Same time, he tried to take your crime grants. At the same time, he tried to vandalize most of the progress of the last half century as we were getting along. So again, no one's naive. I've been there. We have the receipts. We know exactly what he intends to do. He's been very honest about that. And there's nothing to suggest the last 2 weeks that he's not even more hell-bent on doing it.
Mark it on your calendars. The 2028 presidential election is already on. And this guy wants it. He wants to be the Democrat nominee. And he's good. He reminds me of Bill Clinton in his prime. Now listen what he did here. That Trump, he took $27 million of your money and he wanted to do this. And we're going to put it over here and I feel your pain. He's even got that little Bubba swagger going on. Look, I don't like him. I think it was Edmund Smirk who calls him woke Caesar. He's not good. He is not good, but he's good. He's not good in a moral sense. He's not good for the politics of America, but he is good at politics, this guy. And as of now, he might be the front runner in 2028. He is taking 20. It's so ironic. He's whining about Donald Trump supposedly diverting tax dollars from California, while he takes tax dollars from California effectively to give himself a publicly funded campaign fund. Now, what do you think that $25 million is for? To fight the Trump administration. Do you think that's really to protect the interests of the state of California? No, that's to buy him $25 million worth of publicity to seem like the face of opposition to Donald Trump. And it's probably going to work. Why is he the front runner in 2028? Because he didn't run this time. They sent up sacrificial lamb Kamala Harris. And this is further proof that Gavin Newsom is really good at politics. You remember back when there was a Republican primary in 2024, which most people forget at this point because it didn't go very far. There was a primary, at least for a lot of it, the leading candidate in the primary who wasn't Donald Trump was Ron DeSantis. Gavin Newsom had a televised debate with Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis won the debate, but it almost didn't matter. It was Newsom putting himself up there as the real leader, the undercard. And DeSantis was kind of the undercard, as was Newsom in his party. And then the real race was between Biden Trump and then Kamala Trump. Well, now, looking ahead to 2028, Newsom's looking like the guy. And he talks good, and he looks good, and he's moving money around, and he's making serious plays. The race is on. This is one of the strange facts about having a president serve a non-consecutive second term. It's clearer when the president just serves a consecutive second term. But with a non-consecutive second term, we have all of this excitement. It feels like a bright new day in America. But Trump is term limited out. So he'll have a good run of probably 2 years where he can really get things done. He'll have unified government for 2 years. It's probably going to become harder in the midterms. Usually incumbents lose the midterms, their party. And this time the Senate map is going to be really tough. But the race begins now. And who is going to run? Kamala, give me a break. Joe? Jimmy Carter? I don't know, maybe those guys will run. But it's Gavin Newsom. Mayor Pete. I think Mayor Pete's kind of done. Maybe he'll try, but I don't know. Maybe he'll run for governor or something first. Can you name anyone? Tulsi Gabbard, she's a Republican now. Bobby Kennedy, he's a Republican now. Who are you going to... Who's going to run? I don't know. I think it's Gavin Newsom. Right now, he's the leading candidate. Get your act together, Democrats. They're gonna have a tough time doing that. That was a spectacular clip, and everybody's talking about it, and we all agree. So if you want more of them, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then I'll see you next time.